Hi, I'm Jackie Gerstein, and I have this byline: I don't do teaching for a living, I live teaching as my doing, and technology has amplified my passion for doing so. I've been an educator for several decades. I've worked with little guys in elementary school, and I've worked with some high schoolers, and now I teach college, I teach college for teachers who are in service, how to integrate technology. But my biggest passion is changing education. I had a dream when I was about 18, and they ask, folks ask, if you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for? And I knew at 18 that I wished that education would change, because it really failed me. I was painfully bored throughout my K through college education, and I have a saying now that we should be creating, all teachers should be creating classrooms they wish they had had as kids. And I don't think many of them would pick the classrooms that they had, and that some of them are creating now. And that's my interests now, are moving from this education 1.0 to moving to education 3.0. We can look at education, the progress of education, similar to that which is happening on the online and the internet. And if we look at the early stages of the internet, it was 1.0, which was one-way communication. It was just dissemination of information, and schools are still doing a lot of education 1.0, where you have the teacher standing on the stage just like internet 1.1, and they're just asking students to respond and regurgitate, just like little boxes. They don't interact with one another. They're just doing what the teachers ask them to do in a state of compliance. And as I said, the Internet 1.0 is just for people to consume content, and we ask kids just to be consumers and then repeat back exactly what the teacher wants. When we move, we look at the Internet and as Internet 2.0, Web 2.0, there was an increase in interactivity, in which now you could respond. You see it in terms of YouTube comments, things like that. But there's still, the teacher in Education 2.0 is still, the facilitator is still in charge, but now the students are communicating more with one another, they're collaborating, and so there is a movement. So some schools are doing Education 2.0. I think all of them should be doing 2.0, but we should all be planning and looking at Education 3.0, which is similar to what's happening on the internet. We're living in these amazing times where we're all learners, no matter what their age, can connect in so many different ways. When we want to learn something, we go to YouTube. We'll go to Twitter and find our tribe, so to speak. We'll blog. And so now Education 3.0 should be about all learners being connectors, being constructivists, being creators. I have this idea that if students aren't creating more than they're consuming in the classroom, then that's a problem. And so it comes to the point that I think the role of teachers now are tour guides of learning possibilities. They should show students lots of possibilities and then just get out of the way and let students do what they do naturally.